participation on both the boater side and the co-angler side. I have never talked to one co-angler yet, and I'm around them all the time, guys. I have a ton of co-anglers that are viewers and subscribers of my channel. I fish with a ton of co-anglers. I talk with a ton of co-anglers. The co-anglers I talk to their buddies that are co-anglers. Every single one of them, 100%, cannot stand forward-facing sonar, and they don't want to fish the tournaments as long as forward-facing sonar is there. It's like if they get somebody that's not using forward-facing sonar, it's like they've hit the jackpot. I had several of my co-anglers this year that when they drew me, they were so happy because, man, at least I know I'm not going to be sitting out in the middle of the lake, watching some guy stare at a screen all day. I hear that every freaking tournament. So from a co-angler perspective, that's one of the reasons co-angler participation is down, because of forward facing. People still want to fish tournaments, so they're going to deal with it to some extent. But I can assure you guys, if forward facing sonar was illegal in these tournaments, the co-angler participation enthusiasm would be through the roof compared to what it is right now. And that extends over to the boaters too. There is the majority of bass anglers out there that hate forward facing sonar, even the ones that have it. I talk to boaters all the time that have forward-facing sonar, and they tell me they hate it. They've got it on their boat, but they don't ever use it. I hear it constantly with that. So when you have a typical bass angler that has got sucked into purchasing this unit because they think they have to in order to compete, and then they get out there and they can't compete anymore against these 20-year-old flat brimmers that don't do anything else except use forward-facing sonar, it takes all the fun out of it. I have heard this repeatedly over and over again by bass fishermen out there that just feel like they cannot compete with the way that they want to bass fish. The traditional bass fishing techniques that they have spent decades learning about and crafting and honing their techniques do not work anymore. If you're a pitcher and flipper, that used to win all the tournaments 25 years ago, 20 years ago, you're throwing your money away. Yeah, you might get a check once in a while with it, but you cannot compete against forward-facing sonar, and the majority of the boaters don't want it. That's why the boater participation is down to under 100 boats per tournament, is because a lot of these guys, when they were getting 150, 200 guys in the tournament, that was prior to the forward-facing sonar domination of the tournament circuits. So we've seen this direct correlation between the number of tournaments that are getting won, which is pretty much all of them anymore, with the spotlighting machine. Actually, I think I'm going to start calling it the cheater